You know what I'm saying? So, but again, when it comes to this building, Adam, it's been times you like, yo, let's do this, do that. Listen, I don't need no 4, 5 motherfuckers at my table. I don't need a bunch of fake motherfuckers. Them niggas sitting at the table talk about each other, and that fake talks about sports.
Don't you know that there's a better way to buy music? Upbeat, their subscription is free. It's completely free. Like free. Upbeat is a free music platform built entirely for you. It's huge. Well,
All right, so there we go. We've been there now. All right, guys, welcome to the Patriot Blitz, Clutch Sports Media 365. It is late night Patriot Blitz with your host, Jay's Perspective. We're going to dive into the Super Bowl send-off and the prep for Super Bowl week, along with an O-line deep dive as we look ahead to the game. As we look ahead to see how everything's going to fare out. Our boys have landed in Santa Clara, so safe travels. They've made it. We sent them off in style. 30,000 people were in attendance in 14-degree weather. Really like 10 degrees out there today. But yes, the Patriots are there in Santa Clara. Thank you all who have subbed up to the channel. I appreciate you very much. You helped me, boy. You helped your boy out. So welcome to this. We got news today, though, guys. We got some news today. We got news to break today. We're gonna open up with just a quick intro, but I'm gonna let you come on in. Hit that like button when you come through the door. Sub up to the channel if you don't mind. We're the Patriot Blitz, and this is Super Bowl 60. Built in the trenches, breakdown of the Super Bowl. Mm, mm. All right. Yo, what's good, Patriots Nation? This is Jay's Perspective, and you're locked into the Clutch Sports Media 365. It's the breakdown. Guys, it's the Patriot Blitz. So, guess what? We're not talking draft rumors. We're not talking offensive hypotheticals. We're talking the Super Bowl. Yes, we're back in the big dance. Number 60, New England, Seattle. One game, 4 quarters. Legacy on the line. So let's cook, folks. Let's get to it. All right, let's call it what it is. Nobody outside New England saw this coming. This team went from rebuild mode to wait, they're kind of dangerous, to oh snap, they're in the Super Bowl. This team went from rebuild mode to wait, they're kind of dangerous, to oh snap, we're in the Super Bowl. That's not luck, that's our identity. And thanks to Mike Vrabel, who built this thing the old school way. Defense, discipline, and don't beat yourself. Simple. Drake May kid got ice water in his veins. Not flashy, not reckless, just makes the plays. That's their growth. My boy has grown. When I tell you he grew over this season, Maye has taken tremendous strides, and I wouldn't even see this one coming. Telling you no lie, we didn't see this coming at all. They're landing. I'm watching a video of them landing in Santa Clara, beautiful sight. Plane's gonna need a new paint on the tail. I'll tell you right now. Now, now they're staring across the field at Seattle. A fast, explosive. Now listen, they're fast. They're explosive. Um, that offense, this game is going to turn into somewhat of a track meet. Just the way that their offense and everything is shaking. Oh snap! Hold up. I drop my whole, but just drop my mouse. All right, so we got one question though. Can the Patriots stop this game? Can they slow this game down? Can New England slow the game down and drag Seattle into the mud? Because if this turns into a street fight, the Patriots football all day. And that's what I'm thinking it's going to be. I mean, listen, we got this. We all we need. We all we got. We all we need. Yes, that mantra is stuck with us all through. Now the matchup, guys, the breakdown. Let's go into what is called like a chess match. Okay, Patriots strength, top tier defense, smart situational football, ball control offense. Drake May's mobility, definitely a plus. You seen that come alive in Denver. It wasn't a pretty game, but what Stephon Diggs said at the end of the game, I'm like this. I'd rather take a ugly loss, an ugly win, than a pretty loss. Now, Seattle got explosive receivers, speed everywhere, a pass rush, heat, and can score in chunks. We seen what they did to 49ers. They mollywopped them boys. They had a back and forth battle with the Rams. In the end, they pulled it out. Now, Seattle wants a 31-27. New England wants 2017. If this game gets ugly and ugly early, advantage to who? The Pats. If it turns into a Madden on the rookie mode, that favors Seattle. Their defense is what? Good. Okay, at best. Their defense is good at best. Oh, well, you call it stuff a season, even if yes. It is right. We were 4-13 for the last 2 seasons. Last time we were in the playoffs, 2021. Last time we were in the AFC Championship game and got to the Super Bowl, Brady Brady's last real good year, we went to Arrowhead and beat the Chiefs. So this is definitely a successful year for a second year quarterback and a first year head coach. So thank you, Chosen. That's a good one, bro. Thank you. Now let's go in our O line. Now this is the biggest thing I got is the O line, bro. If the O line can protect better than they've done, I see this advantage to Patriots all day because Drake May with time, it's a difference. Let's talk about the thing nobody posts. Okay, the floor is, but how high? That's the chosen. That's the question, bro. Look, if we go to the Super Bowl and we say take the lead and allow them to come back in it just a little bit, we still did what the media and the talking heads can't say we couldn't do. They said, "Oh, they're going to get boat race." Now, granted, Seattle has a good offense. We talked about that. They have a very good offense, but we have a defense that confuses the shit out of people. This defense we got does phenomenal things by disguising what they're doing and then dropping back into coverage and confusing the shit out of them. Look at Herbert, look at CJ Stroud, and poor Stidham. They had hope for Stidham, but it didn't work. And then when the media talking heads were analyzing our defense, they were, I've never seen nothing like this. Oh my God, what were the end? What they were trying to figure it out. So I'm knowing Kubiak and McDonald is gonna have something dialed up to try and get some points because let me see. Our offensive line, right? We got Will Campbell, the rookie, big talent, big pressure. Left guard Wilson, physical, but he's still growing. Then we got Bradbury, the center, a veteran, the brain of the line. Now, Bradbury, from training camp when I first started diving into our line, Bradbury was, to me, would have been the weakest link. But he stood tall. He's not allowed no sacks. He's not giving it up. Then we got right guard, Owenu. Dang. Dog, best lineman on the roster. And then Morgan Moses, who was on the injury report, but was limited. He's steady, experienced, and not flashy. So our O-line guys, here's the deal. This group isn't elite. They're not, we don't have an elite line like they were talking about Denver's line was elite. We don't care if it's pretty guys. These are the guys that you can put the duct tape around them. You can move them around. They're going to give you everything. And that's what you're seeing throughout the playoffs. That's what you're seeing this whole damn year because guess what? A 10 wins. We went on a win. All right. Um, honestly, guys, we got a chance. We got a real hearted chance. And guys, like my boy Chosen said, the ceiling is high because you only got room to grow. You see what Booty's doing, he's becoming that guy. You see what Diggs that reinvented himself. You see, we're gonna need another tight end. We're gonna get into that probably in some more shows, but we're gonna need another tight end to go with Henry, who is getting old. Definitely some more pieces on this O line, edge rushers and defense. So what's the deal with Maye's shoulder? Oh, dude, he's good. He's good. We broke that when the other night when he first broke the news down and everybody was talking about it. I went and found out when we dug in there. He's throwing the ball. He's had his hands up. He said he was 99%. He said by Super Bowl Sunday he should be 100%. So he's saying from his mouth he's good. And today at the rally before the send off, he looked good. He looked like I'm ready. It was on the run play where he went down in the Denver game. Doesn't look like it affected him. Doesn't look like he can't be anything. Um, let me see. One thing are these are things we must do to protect May, right? We got to protect the blind side. See, Seattle's edge rushers can wreck a game fast. So our line gotta be on his shit. Gotta watch the edge. And Will Campbell, been getting finessed. He's been getting a little beat down. He's been trying some shit to try and stay in now. I commend him. He's a rookie. He's a young, so the body heals. Thank you. That's what I'm saying, Chosen. He is going to be all right. When he hit the injury report, immediately I went straight into X. I'm like, wait, let's check it out. We pulled it up. Nothing to be concerned about in that department. Sam Darnold has an oblique injury, so he's banged up as well. He's on there limited as well. The site we need to run downhill. If the pass can get 4 to 5 yards of carry, the whole playbook opens. Now that's another thing. Seattle's defense, they get after the run. So Ramondre and Trey are going to have pretty tough hand now. Now we don't need any dumb penalties. And what do we say over here? Penalties kill your drive. Penalties do not help you win games. So no dumb penalty. Nothing kills drives faster than holding or false starts. And luckily we are in Santa Clara. It's a neutral site. It's actually a home site for us. But the 12s are going to be in there deep. The 12s are going to be in deep. You need some pancakes. You need time. Give Maye at least 2 to 5 seconds. He'll cook. Give him 1 to 5. It's going to be a long night, meaning we're going to see him probably scrambling, moving around. I anticipate they're going to open the playbook up. Josh McDaniels is going to bring a whole lot that we haven't seen or what we've seen already this season. He's going to bring a mixture of that plus dial up some extra. Because think about it. You're trying to confuse the shit out of this defense. Chew, what's good, Chew, baby? How you doing, sir? Salute, my brother. How you doing tonight, man? All right. So we got Owenu versus the Seattle interior rush. We got the Patriots secondary versus Seattle wideouts. Gonzo will be sticking JSN. Marcus Jones might be on Shaheed, but I did hear Shaheed missed the plane. So I don't know if he might be playing in that game. Cooper Kupp is another threat that he look good. I just don't know if we can bait on them. Now, here's a sneaky X factor we have. Tight end. Seattle plays a lot of zone. That middle of the field, that's money for Hunter Henry, and that downs could live right there. So if all the analysts are correct, if everything we've been researching is correct, we can eat with the middle. Pop, Steph, Hunter Henry, sneak Travion out there, sneak Ramondre out there, because their defense is banged up as well. They're coming into this banged up like we're banged up. So the keys to win, guys, I want to write these down. If New England does these 4 things, they can win. Run the ball 30 plus times. Win the turnover battle. Defense got to step up. Keep Maye upright, meaning look. He's been sacked 5 times throughout. He's been beat up. That's why when you were talking about the chosen Brian, that was a big thing because he's been taking blows. He's been getting beat up. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, he's young, body heals fast. He should be out there ready to go. Keep me upright and control time of possession. Play our game, not their game. That's it. It's not sexy. It's not viral. It's just grown man football. It's New England Patriots football. How the hell we've been winning these games this year? Running the ball, winning the turnover battle, keeping Maye upright, rather, sorry, and control the clock. That's what I'm looking at right there. If we can control the clock, we got this. We got this. Now, I know where I stand, but let's keep it real. It's not gonna be an easy job. It's not gonna be an easy job, guys. Seattle is dangerous. Defense travels, run game travels, coaching travel, but those 3 things win rings. Okay. We got a defense, bring the defense. The run game gotta be there. And coaching gotta be in there. We gotta make sure we keep our game plan intact, because guess what? I already know Seattle can do some damage. I'm surprised that Sam Darnold looks this good, considering we're talking Sam Darnold. We're talking Sam Darnold. So I got the Patriots 23, Seattle 20. 23-20 is my score. Patriots win. We bring number 7 home back to Foxborough. We hanging a banner next year, and we're ready for that schedule. We're ready for that gruesome schedule that is going to come our way. A late field goal, heart rates through the roof. Classic New England stress special banner number 7, guys. I can see it. I can see that. I can feel that. I can get behind that. Because let's we pull a Houston Texans where we just take off late. I see it being a close game, coming down to probably Andy with a kick. And like I said, a 23-20, 24-20, or 24-21, something like that. Somewhere where, you know, we're taking it away. Now, Patriots Nation, let's look at this. It was a big one today in Foxborough. The send-off, they sent the buzz off. 30,000 people out there screaming, going crazy for the Patriot Nation. Warriors, come out and play. Yes, Roll Warriors, we are on the way. Now, from Foxborough to every living room rocking navy and red. We didn't rebuild, we reloaded. So when the ball kicks off, be loud, be proud, rep the logo like it means something, because it does. 4 quarters, 60 minutes. One more climb. Let's go win a Super Bowl. Let's go, Pats. We in the Super Bowl. We in the freaking Super Bowl. I mean, come on. We're in the freaking Super Bowl, guys. I mean, you gotta get behind that. It's gotta hit you. All right. Chosen, you still in, bro? Let's talk about it. Let's get into the good shit. And we coming to. All right, hold up. Let me pull up. Oh, look at it. Right on since my boy Mike Vrabel. We did pull off today. Wait. All right, boom. There we go. All right, we did take flight today. So the boys have landed in. Let me get to it. The boys have landed in Santa Clara. Safe travels. Our team has made it. They've landed. There they are right there, getting off the plane, getting their hats today. You see that? Yes. Getting hats. Getting them hats, boys. Go Pats.
There we are. There we go. I would like to say I will be committing to the University of the Super Bowl. Let's do it, baby. Here we go. We made it. We're here.
We made it. We're here. Just want to hear, boys. We made it. We have made it. We are here.
And guess what we are, man?
Right.
Get it.
Patriots Nation. We in the Super Bowl, bro. We would have seen this one. We would have never seen this one. If you would have told me back in the beginning in August, I would have been like, yeah, okay. If you'd have told me after the loss to the Raiders, the loss to the Steelers, I still would have been like, we still got a chance. Then we went on that run. We ran on the run that got us one step closer to that championship, guys. One step closer. All right, so this is Super Bowl week. And our quarterback, there we go, 1 week away. Guys, here goes. Going down the damn Foxborough, baby. We got the send-off rally.
60 send-off rally!
We all we need. We all we got. We all we need.
Rob Ninkovich! The drop kick Murphy! We will go back to the Super Bowl!
The welcome Patriots owner Robert Kraft, the President Jonathan Kraft.
How about Coach Mike Vrabel and the culture he created? This is truly a team first. They're unbelievable. We hope to bring a 7th treasure back here to all of you.
And I'm only gonna change it up this one time. You all are what we got, and it's absolutely all we need. Thank you. Gonna bring up Coach Mike Vrabel now. Warriors! Every week we played here, it got better and better and better. And that last game that we played against the Texans, unreal. First off, man, I want to thank you guys. You guys have been great all season, man. We'll be here without you guys. What a journey, and we still have work left to do. Go Pats, baby.
You look good on his shoulder. You don't look like you're bothering.
Warriors!
That McDonald.
Come on! We only leave and come back with one thing, and we're gonna do it the right way. Today's keepers on the right, your Patriots offensive line.
The O-line, we can talk about them, bro. We'll talk some more about them, boys. The O-line was the keepers of the light. And look at that. Guys, what a send-off. We sent them off today. They're on their way. All right. There it is. Going back to Cali. Oh, look at the Dropkick Murphys. They're on the tour. Now, when they left, they were boarding the plane. And again, we're going to need to change the logo on the back of the plane. I'm telling you, we're going to add one more on there. NFL, get ready. I know y'all didn't think this was going to happen. They're probably mad. Like, wait a minute. Who the hell let these people back in here? And look at my dude, Mac Hollins, 16 degrees. Feels like 4 degrees. And look at him out there. No shoes on. This man got the dogs out. He brought the dogs out. You gotta love this. This team is one of those teams that was put together for times such as this. This is it. This is us. I know Seattle had a good run, but come on. Nobody expects, I don't expect Sam Darnold to get a ring. Why you say that, Jay? I don't expect Sam Darnold, as good as they've been, not this year. Not this year, because we've been slept on, not talked about. And when they do talk about it, all we heard was easy schedule, easy schedule. All right, so Bud Light getting us right at the send-off rally. 500 kegs to Gillette Stadium and surprised 2 fans with the ultimate Super Bowl experience. Boy, they brought the cake. So they was getting warm out there. Look at that, 500 kegs. So they was, yeah. What a way to send this party. What a way to have a fucking party. That's how you send them off, boys. Let's go. I wish it could have been. It would have been a little more. And then, of course, we're not worried about MVP.
Only as good as his players.
We're worried about
I promise you that. I know that
that
for
ring
a fact.
on the finger.
And a big part of our success is our players, and especially our quarterback, Drake Maye. Let's bring him up here. Yeah.
MVP.
First off, man, I just want to thank you guys. You guys have been great all season, man. We'll be here without you guys. What a journey, and we still have work left to do. Shout out to these guys. Love you guys. Celebrate when we get back. Go Pats, baby. Here's Jake.
We're going to celebrate when we get back. Go Pats, baby.
You're going to get your MVP here in a second. Don't wrap me up. A coach is only as good as his players. I promise you that.
Mike,
I
baby.
know that for a fact.
Look. All right, we had the Super Bowl rally send-off today, guys. And from Foxborough, the team has landed. There goes the, okay, one more game. Official, we're wearing the white jerseys. We're 5-0 in the white jerseys. Team likes the white jerseys. They favor them. They say we win in these jerseys. So they're putting those jerseys on for Super Bowl. And here it is. First year, first Super Bowl. Travion, Will Campbell, Milton Wick. Look at this, guys. Come on. Kyle Williams. Come on. Diggs could get his first Super Bowl. Come on, Diggies. I mean, we got some Lil Pan fans. All right, and this is the injury report. The last one that came out. Everybody's still on here and still it's like it never updated. It's just the same names. Okay, so here it is. Here it is. The same names on the injury list we got right now. All right. Terrell Jennings, he cleared concussion. Harold Landry, linebacker with the knee, did not participate, did not practice. Then we got Drake Maye with the right shoulder illness, was limited. They didn't specify what the illness was, but he was limited. Not too much of an issue in that department. Mumford was with a knee, did not practice. Spillane had the ankle, still lingering ankle issue. DNP. Joshua Farmer, hamstring. He was a full participant. Hunter Henry, he had rest. I don't know what he had. I was looking for what it was. DNP as well, but he was a full participant. And Mac Hollins, you seen how he looked. He was out there with the dogs out, Highland Warriors for the send-off. Had a abdomen injury, but he was a full participant. And Morgan Moses, our offensive tackle, he was on DNP Wednesday, Thursday. He was limited, but Friday was a full participant. So Friday, we have a few people that was DNPs, and the rest were full. So I expect that this is going to be a good one. I expect this, as we get closer to game time, that this will be shorter. I don't expect to see so many names on there, especially not those names. So, guys, all right, let's get into round 2. Hold up. We're gonna get into round 2. Round number 2. All right, go with the 30 minutes. So round 2. Okay, Patriots Nation, welcome back to Patriot Blitz exclusively here, Clutch Sports Media 365. I'm your host, guys, and guess what? Do yourself a favor, hit that like button for your boy if you don't mind, because it's February 1st, 2026, and for the 12th time in franchise history, the New England Patriots are heading to the Super Bowl. I've been there. 6. I've been there. We could have had 2 more. Should have had more than that, but okay. Pinch yourselves, guys, because it's true. 12 times. We're officially 1 week away from Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara. We've got the send-off rally. We've got the travel plans, and we've got the week of prep ahead. But today, we're going to script it up and do a deep, comprehensive dive into the unit that made this turnaround possible. We aren't talking about Drake Maye's arm today. We aren't talking about the defense. We are talking about the hogs, the trenches, the offensive line. My guys, the deep dive into the O-line. So buckle up. It's Super Bowl edition of the Patriot Blitz. Let's get into it. First thing, the vibes in Foxborough are absolutely electric. They should be. Hey now, how you doing, One Love? The vibes today were electric. You know why? Send off for the big dance. We're off to the Super Bowl. We're going to the Super Bowl, guys. This is beautiful. Now, if you're anywhere near the route today, guys, you saw it. The send-off rally at Gillette was something special. 30,000 people in 14-degree weather. If I was in Foxborough, I probably would have been out there with them. But, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? However, yes, sir, the online better than on. Yes, sir. One love. Salute. Thank you, babe. Now it feels different than the dynasty years, doesn't it? Under Belichick, it was business as usual. Do your job. But this Mike Vrabel led team, this 2020-25 squad, 2026 Super Bowl winners, I'm getting ahead of myself. There's a different kind of hunger. You saw it at the rally today. Vrabel grabbing a mic, not promising a win, but promising violence, promising that they're going to empty the tank. Let's go. That's what I mean. I want to see him go out there and just drop it all on the line because it's business. This is for us to get it. Here is the week. This is what our week is going to look like as we get ready for Super Bowl week. This is it. Tomorrow, Monday, opening night. That's the media circus. The questions, the cameras, the distractions. So Monday is going to be all media notes, all the business, all this. Wednesday and Thursday, the heavy installs day. Getting the game plan. The goal, keep it loose, but focus. We know the Seahawks are already out there. They've got that Legion of Boom 2.0 energy, but the Patriots, they're walking into Super Bowl 60 with a swagger we haven't seen in half a decade. I'm just saying. And why do they have that swagger? Because they know they can protect the quarterback. Which brings me to the main event of today's show. The deep dive, the Great Wall of Foxborough. We're talking the old line, guys. Let's be real. 2 years ago in 2024, the Patriots offense line was a turnstile. Hold up. All right. Let's just go into it. 2 years ago, this O-line for the Patriots, our O-line was like a turnstile. It was horrible. The Patriots' offensive line was a turnstile. It was arguably the worst unit in football. Drake Maye was running for his life. The run game was non-existent. It was painful to watch. We're talking 2024. Okay, guys? Because, this year, total difference. Fast forward to right now, February 2026. Push it up. The Patriots are 14-3 and AFC champion. How? Elliott Wolf, Mike Vrabel, they fixed the one thing you have to fix to win in this league. And they did a damn good job fixing it because guess what? It still was beat up and it still doesn't live up to what I would like it, or a lot of us would. But our offensive line. The O-line is what we're going to be watching this Sunday to see how they match up against the Seattle Seahawks. We got the rookie anchor, Will Campbell. Now, we got to start with the rookie, Will Campbell. The fourth overall pick out of LSU. The narrative, everyone said, can he play tackle? Are his arms too short? The reality is he stepped in at left tackle on day one, and he hasn't blinked. I salute him for everything he's done, but, guys, he got to step up. I know it's his first year, and, guys, it's been whoop, 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 whoop. Now, the impact, he has stabilized the blind side somewhat. He's not just surviving out there. He is erasing edge rushers somewhat. PFF has him as the top graded rookie lineman, but the stats don't show the nastiness. He finishes blocks. He plays through the whistle. He's the tone setter. Now, I ain't gonna lie, Will did have my nerves bad. Some of them games, Will have you like. But when you understand he's a rookie, day one start, and been going up. I mean, listen, he faced some of the top pass rushers. And in the playoffs, he went through the gauntlet. Mack, Khalil Mack, Will Anderson, and then Benito. And now you got to go up against the Seattle Sea. Oh, so Will Campbell has definitely grown. Gary Bradbury, no, before we get that, the veteran glue, Moses and Bradbury. Now I had my own sentiments against Moses because he's older, he was slower. It was a play in a Pittsburgh game that was just, I was like, damn, bro, we're not going to make it. This line is not this shit. Morgan Moses at the age 34, people thought he was washed. I was calling him a little washed. Wrong. He has played over 1,000 snaps this season. He brought that savvy veteran presence to the right side along Mike Owenu to stay inside at a guard where he belongs. Now, Garrett Bradbury, the center, he replaced the legend David Andrews. Those are big shoes to fill, but Bradbury's athleticism in the zone run game has unblocked everything. When you see Ramondre Stevens breaking a 20-yard run, look at who is climbing to the second level. It's usually Garrett Bradbury. So Bradbury got my thank you moment because I was like, wait, he's really stepped up on the line, especially when we had the injuries, when we lost Will Campbell, we lost William, man. Now that was the test when we had the offensive line down and you had to put pieces in there and put some duct tape around it, and it's sink or swim. That's what that line was doing right there. It was sink or swim. So the results, guys, a clean pocket for me. Here's the stat of the year. In 2024, 52 sacks were allowed. 2025, top 6 in pass blocking efficiency. Drake Maye has had time to cook, and when Maye has time, he looks like an MVP. The Seahawks have a scary pass rush, but this Patriots line has faced the Steelers, the Jets, and the Texans, and they have held up every time. Meaning, guys, we've went up against some of the best pass rushers, and guess what? We've actually did a good job. Yes, yes. Now the Super Bowl isn't going to be won by the receivers. It's going to be won by Will Campbell, Jared Wilson, Garrett Bradbury, Mike Owenu, and Morgan Moses. Moving bodies in Santa Clara. They have gone from the team's biggest liability to the foundation of the Super Bowl. Seahawks by 20. I don't know, Andrew. I don't know about 20. They got to contend with a defense, Andrew. See, that's the difference. You can say 20, but they got to drop 20 points, and they got to be able to get around this defense. All right, now all week long here on Clutch Sports Media, baby, we will be breaking down the Seahawks matchup, the injury reports, and everything you need to know before the kickoff on Sunday. But for now, take a breath, Patriot Nation. The bags are packed. The O-line is locked in. The Patriots are in California. And my man says Seahawks by 20. I would like to know how you're going to get 20 on this defense when, if you look, we only gave up 26 points in all the playoffs. 3 points to Chargers. How many points they gave up to the Texans? And then how many points did the Broncos score? I understand Sam Darnold has an explosive offense, but this is not probably a game that you're going to see a whole pew, pew, pew. Nah. Stop. We're not the Rams. Not the 49ers, champ. So Seahawks by 20. I'll make sure I lock Andrew Sedona in there so we can come back and visit this one. Now, guys, this is going to be a good game regardless of who you think is going to win. just for the fact that you got two explosive offenses, and you got two very good defenses. Two very, very, very good defenses. So, Patriots, I think they pull this one out. I honestly think they pull this one out. And Andrew, I say it's going to be 24-21. Go Pats. Remember that. You hear me? So, our O-line definitely is gotten better. I know it doesn't seem like it has over the last few, especially with the way Drake has been sacked. But we got a chance. We got a chance. And let me pull up. Let's see. Hold on. I'm by the way. He's still in Sean. Let's see. I don't. All right. And pull up a Seattle defense, right? Seattle's defense. Let me tell you how good they are. Come on. Now, like again, I don't see, but I don't see that one happening, guys. But Patriots come out to play us. My boy said they're gonna buy 20. I would love to see that. Okay, now enemy intel, guys. Let me give you some enemy intel. All right. I spent the last minute hyping up this offense, but let's talk about Mike McDonald. 2 years ago, the Seahawks hired Mike McDonald to do one thing: destroy the modern offense, and that's exactly what he's done. You saw what he did in Baltimore. Now he's in his second year in Seattle. He is fully installed his system. They call it the illusion of complexity. What it means, they never line up in what they play. They show blitz, they drop 8, they cover 2, they bring the house. The nightmare for a young quarterback like Drake May is the final boss exam. McDonald is going to try to make Maye see ghosts. He wants Maye to check into a blitz, not away from it. So, okay. The no-fly zone 2.0. Now look at the dudes on the field. This isn't a Legion of Boom. It's not the Legion of Boom. Okay. They don't just sit in cover 3. They beat you up. They're shapeshifters. The Swiss Army knife, Devin Witherspoon. He's a beast. I gotta give him. Devin Witherspoon he is a beast, guys. Gotta give him that. His heartbeat, he plays corner, he plays nickel, he blitzes off the edge. The matchup to watch: Witherspoon versus Demario Douglas. Pop Douglas has been our safety valve, but Witherspoon is the best tackling corner in the league. If Pop catches a screen, Witherspoon is going to be there to punish him. I can see that. I can honestly see that. But again, you have Pop, Booty, Diggs, Hunter Henry. You have to pick your poison. Now, the trench terror, Byron Murphy. We talked about Garrett Bradbury having a great year at center. Well, he has his hands full with Byron Murphy. The second has taken that year 2 leap and become an absolute record on the interior. He's quick. He's violent, and he ruins run plays before they start. Now, I'll get that. Seattle does have a decent run stopper. I mean, they got with CMC. They dealt with the Rams back. I mean, the Rams did kind of run the ball on them, but you know. And then you got Reek Woolen, 6'4" with 4.2 speed. If Drake May tries to launch those balls deep to Booty, Woolen is one of the few humans on the earth who can recover and make a play on the ball. The verdict, however, how the Patriots win. So how do you beat the defense that is designed to confuse you? You don't play their game. I've been saying the same shit. They're going to have to play our game. We're not going out there to compete with them. We're going out there to beat them. It's not about competing with the Seahawks. It's about beating the Seattle Seahawks. And guess what? Run the rock, neutralize the disguises by punching them in the mouth. Ramondre Stevenson needs 25 carries to make Byron Murphy and those linebackers tackle for 60 minutes. One way. Tempo. McDonald's defense relies on communication. If the Patriots go no huddle, they prevent Seattle from snubbing and forcing them to simplify the calls. Trust the eyes. Drake Maye cannot second guess himself. If he sees it, he has to rip it. Hesitation is debt against this unit. Now, I give that. Seattle does have a decent defense. They have one of those defense that can get after the ball. They had takeaways. But Patriot Nation, an unstoppable force meets a movable object that suddenly learned how to hit back. The Patriots O-line versus the Seattle front. Drake Maye's brain versus McDonald's scheme. We're going to take a quick break, then come back and we're going to open up the phone. Well, we ain't open up the phone lines, but we'll open up the channel just for y'all who comment on our shit. So, guys, they have a decent defense. However, Patriots, do we look like we're worrying about that? All right. A minute. Hold up. All right. Mm-hmm. Warriors, come out and play. Come on, Warriors. All right. 12-man flag flies over the Golden Gate Bridge in Santa Clara. Didn't I say they were going to do something? There they go. Flying a flag over the Super Bowl. Well, over there already. All right. Oh man, I want that Super Bowl jersey. Oh, this is nice. What that is, the white tundra jersey, guys. That bitch is nice. All right. That bitch is nice. Okay. All right. So it's a good story. Rich Eisen has the story. Sam Darnold definitely had a good story. He came back from utter purgatory to now he is, so now he's in the Super Bowl. All right. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. All right. Yeah, Drake did grow up a Carolina fan. And of course, we did beat Carolina in the second Super Bowl, start our dynasty off. And now look at my boy playing in a Super Bowl. All right. He's playing in there. And We're not doing Cam Newton news tonight. No Cam Newton news tonight. All right. And of course, look. But way too early. I'm saying it's too early for us to be talking about who's gonna win. Because guess what? We got a week. This is Super Bowl week. Everybody don't want to get it wrong. Please don't start jumping on Seattle's bandwagon and going all crazy, picking Seattle to blow the Patriots out, because it's not. Okay. We had a blowout Super Bowl last year. That's the one last year. Not this year, unfortunately. I'm serious. I don't think that this year you're going to see a blowout. It's going to be a good game. However, it's still the Patriots for the win. All right. And this is ring number 7. So Bar Star Award, Christian McCaffrey. And remember Sean Payton a week ago was saying, "Oh God, we could take 2 weeks off and we'll be, So does this mean if Clint Kubiak wins the Super Bowl, you think that the Raiders are going to give him a big payday, or if he doesn't, does it, you know, mean they're just going to give him? I mean, come on, let's just look at it that way. Poor Josh Allen. We made it back before Josh Allen. Holy shit, Batman. Patriots made it back before Allen, Burrow, Jackson. Guys, we're back. We are back. And guys, again, a reminder. Everybody thought we was going to get rolled in a couple Super Bowls. We end up pulling those Super Bowls out. So I don't buy into, the blowout talk, because I don't think we're going to get blown out. Like, I really don't. All right. What else we did? What else we did? Okay, Patriots. Oh, we got some head coaching news that broke today. I posted the videos up there on the channel. It's all kind of shit up there, guys. 1 week, baby. 1 week. 1 week. Let's go, Pats. We all we got. We all we need. All right. Yeah, online better be on point this week. Guys, I know y'all didn't hit my like button for when y'all came in the door, though. I appreciate that. It's all good, though. Thank y'all. Hit that like button when you come through the door. Just on the pause right now between segues. Because, I mean, all right. Go back over this offensive line again, huh? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Pause for the cause. P for the D, guys. Mm-hmm. All right. Come on in through the door. Hit the button for me when you come through it. Don't. Because we're about to get into part 2. All right, now. Part 2. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. All right. Here we are now, baby boy, baby girls. Let's get to it. Round 2. Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl. That's all I got to tell you right now. Patriots are going to win. So, here we are, Super Bowl 60. Patriots versus Seahawks. The rematch of a rivalry from over a decade ago. And man, this one is special. New England punched its ticket with a gritty 10-7 victory over Denver in the AFC Championship, a game defined by weather, trenches, and opportunistic defense. Christian Gonzalez had a pivotal pick that iced it late and sent the Pats back to the big game. Super Bowl, baby. Let's go. And that's where we're going with this one right here. It's a Sunday Funday NFL Blitz, the Patriots versus Super Bowl. We're going to do a little breakdown as we get ready for Super Bowl week. This Pat squad isn't flashy like the Brady Belichick system, but they're tough, disciplined, and built to grind no matter what Vegas thinks. This team believes. So no matter what the sports books, what the talking heads, what the big wigs, what the rival faithful may say, come on. This team is different. We're built different. They play different, and they're on to something that, guess what, guys, we didn't see this one coming. You would have looked back and said August, September, October. No. The Pats would be here February, a week away from the big game, and they would be 60 minutes away from banner number 7. Couldn't have written a better script. Couldn't have written a better script. Now, head coaches, we got Mike Vrabel, defensive mastermind, trying to become the first person to win a Super Bowl as both a player and as a head coach with the same franchise. Sam Darnold's Seahawks are flying under the radar, but averaging over 28 points a game and boasting legit playmakers. Now, I will give it to them. The Seahawks do have weapons. They do have a offensive line. Sam Darnold does not look like Sam Damn Darnold, Mr. I See Ghost. He looks totally different. But we have Mike Vrabel, a defensive mastermind, who is also, again, trying to become the first person to win a Super Bowl as both the player and as a head coach with the same franchise. So we kind of got this. We got something that the Seahawks do not have. And I mean, they've been playing good all year. Don't get me wrong. All year, the Seahawks have showed up and they've done their thing. And of course, the narrative that we get is easy schedule. But we only play who's in front of us. The Patriots defense is elite in the playoffs, allowing under 9 points per game. Listen, we only gave up 26 points total in 3 playoff games. And the Seahawks are averaging 28 points a game and boasting legit playmakers. But guys, our defense is elite in the playoffs. They're only allowing 9 points per game. Now, the Patriots offense, this is where it gets kind of cringe, hasn't lit it up. Call it what it is. We haven't lit it up. Maybe the Houston game. And it was maybe the first 2 playoff games, they put up some points. But they're efficient. Efficient when it matters, thanks to Drake Maye, dual threat ability, and smart play calling. So thank God that the young man has learned. He's learned over this season. The ball turnovers, yeah, we got to work on it. But he's got us to where we're about to compete in Super Bowl 60. Huh? Seahawks are explosive, especially through the air and with Walker on the ground. Oh my God, this is a nightmare, right? They've got question marks beyond their top names. And we're going to get into some of that because they lost Charbonnet. They got Kenneth Walker. They bring in another guy. JSN, there is a story about one of them missing the plane to the bowl or something. We'll have to look into that. But we got questions, and we're going to dig and find some answers. Now, the offensive line, guys, our Patriots trench report. This is where we're going to win. Because if our line can compete and don't give up sacks, well, let's just say we got something here, boys. Now, no sugarcoating this. This unit has question marks. Early and even now, it's still not an elite offensive line. But it's vastly improved, absolutely pivotal that they get it together in this game because you have no room for error. Now you've already went through Khalil Mack and number 5 defense with the Chargers. Then we had to take on the Houston Texans. They were ranked the number 1 defense. You have Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson. Well, we survived that one. Then Denver. That defense, well, that was a gritty 10-7 game, which we end up getting the win. It wasn't pretty, but like Stephon Diggs said, I'd rather take an ugly win than a pretty loss. Period, point blank. Now, who's on our front? Let's talk about it. We got left tackle Will Campbell, the rookie's first round pick. Now he's tasked with protecting Maye's blind side. He had an injury issue, but is back and he's anchored. Then we got left guard Jarrett Wilson and center Garrett Bradbury. Steady interior Bradbury. Bradbury's salute to him. Brings that experience and reliability from his time in Minnesota. Now the right guard Mike Owenu, seasoned veteran, can maul in the run game and holds up in the pass sets. Arguably the best lineman in this group. Then we have right tackle Morgan Moses. Veteran presence keeps edge clean more often than not, but he's still a liability against elite ball rushers. This is the thing. Our line, they give it up. They do. That pressure gets stacked there. Drake has been sacked. There's been fumbles. You be screaming like, what the fuck is that? But to get to the Super Bowl with this line is something of a. Whew. This is a good, not great line. This is a good, not great line. They ranked in the top half of the league in run blocking efficiency and middle in pass protection after being laughably bad a year ago. See, last year, oh my God, 2024, our line was, they were a turnstile. They were just getting beat. We were 4-13. That's why this game is totally freaking different because now you're looking at a franchise that turned it around and now is one game away from number 7. The run blocking. All right, let's go. We could talk about some strengths and weaknesses. Now, the run blocking has improved, essential against a cover 2 zone heavy Seattle defense. Now, the run blocking has improved because this defense that we're about to play, a cover 2 zone heavy Seattle defense, is somebody that's they're going to get after us. They're going to try their best. Veteran leadership like Owenu and Bradbury helps the young pieces steady the boat. Weaknesses. Protection, inconsistency remains. They surrendered multiple sacks in the AFC title game and still ranked below elite. That is going to be the biggest problem. That's going to be the biggest problem we have. That O-line giving up the sacks. They're going to have to be elite. They're going to have to stand tall. They're going to have to keep Drake upright. They're going to have to pass block. They have to run block. They're going to have to do everything that you're going to 60 minutes. Like Josh told them, it's hard. I know it's hard, but at the end of this, you'll be world champions. You'll be world champions. Left side, Will Campbell and Wilson can get shoved around quick edge rushers, which Seattle does plenty of. So we're going to have to watch out because Campbell and Wilson, they do get bullied. They get bullied in the They get bullied. They definitely get bullied. If Maye's going to have time to throw deep, the line must hold up early. If not, Seattle's defense will feast. That's a fact. If they don't stop, if they don't bow up, impose our will, like Brave told them in training camp, impose your will, not them imposing their will on you, then we're going to see Seattle having a field day and definitely feasting on Drake May. And over the playoffs, Drake has numerously been sacked. The ball has come out, especially in the Texans game. It was fumbles. It didn't look good. Now, keys to victory, guys, for the Patriots, it's going to be protect May long enough to establish rhythm. If the old line stalls, it becomes a grind. If our old line stalls out, it's going to be a grind. Run early and often. Eat clock and stress Seattle's linebackers and second level defenders. Ramondre, Trey. We got Jennings back too. I mean, throw everybody at him, even Drake. Let Drake get out there and run the ball as well. Let him use his legs to get out the pocket. That if he needs to move, he can move. If he has to run, he has to run. Let's leave no stone unturned against the Seahawks. Seattle loves to play zone coverage with safety help in the middle. So quick passes and tight end leverage. Henry and Hooper are huge. Hooper, I need you to be clutch. Henry, we already know you're going to do your thing. Double H is going to come through. But Hooper, he's got to be clutch. We need our tight ends to be on point. The middle of the field is where we're going to eat. Feast. Stephon, Pop, Kyle Williams, definitely. I can see that. Booty and Kyle Williams going, stretching it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Seattle might seem like that thing, but the lights might be too bright for them guys this time. It might just be bright. Just might be too bright. But the Patriots, I say we pull out a W. If the line can play and keep Drake upright, if we can run the ball, establish the run, if no turnovers, don't turn the ball over. That's key to a victory for the Patriots in Super Bowl 60. I'm saying today we had a rally send-off in Foxborough, guys. Patriot Nation, time to walk through the walls. You don't need any perfect line. You need relentless heart. You need fireworks. You need discipline, toughness, and chaos in all the right spots. And that's what this team brings. They bring discipline, toughness, and a little bit of chaos all over the place. Because our defense is playing lights the fuck out. This team has clawed, scraped, and out-schemed the doubters all season. We're in the Super Bowl. We are in the Super Bowl. From 4-13, guys, to the Super Bowl 60, that ain't luck. We believe. We all we got, we all we need. We all we got, we all we need. That is what I'm talking about. When you can take a franchise back-to-back 4-13 seasons, and everybody buys in, look at where we at now. Super Bowl. The freaking Super Bowl. And I'm not downplaying Seattle because let me see. All right, Seattle has gosh, I had it right here. They have a cover 2 heavy defense. They like to get after you. They like to stop the run. They like to disguise. It's similar to what the Patriots defense does. And again, I'm behind my quarterback. Yes, I might be a little biased because I'm a fan. But when you watch this team, believe they've achieved. Once you've seen, right, it wasn't nothing nice. It was like the 10-7 gritty win in Denver. It was not pretty. And again, I'm going to stand on the hill and say, I'd rather the ugly win than the beautiful loss, because that Buffalo game where we lost, it was 21-0, 24 up. I was like, oh, we going to beat Buck. We going to sweep. That's not how this is going to play out. I don't think this game plays out. Sam Darnold, good year. Very good year. But I don't think this is going to manifest Sam Darnold. Okay, now New England, Seattle, 1 game, 4 quarters. Legacy is on the line. Number 7. Number 7. We can get 7. Let's go. I want it. I want it. I want it. I want it. Now, nobody outside of New England seen this, saw this, believed this could happen, and I believe me. People were still holding Buffalo. People are still holding on to the Rams. People are still holding on to. We weren't even picked. They didn't even think we would get here, much less playing a big game this year. So, hello, guess who's back? Back again. Yes, the Patriots are back, guys. And this time, the rebuild didn't take us long. You just had to put the right pieces together, right coaching staff, and that shit just mixed into success. And when I say success, guys, this is all the team. Vrabel said it at the rally. He said, behind the coach is a great team. And it wouldn't have been for this team, they wouldn't be in this opportunity. We wouldn't have it. Nobody outside of New England saw this coming. They're still picking Seattle. They were 4.5-point favorites. We're the underdogs. We are road warriors. Warriors, come out and play. Let's go. You got to love a good underdog story. We're not supposed to be here. Seahawks are the favorites. Yes, you heard me. The Seahawks are the favorites. Sam Darnold and his offense. Sam Darnold and his receivers. Oh, the Seattle defense. Mike McDaniel. Oh, all this. Boom, 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 boom. But what about the Patriots? What about the Patriots, guys? What about them? What about them? Drake Maye, kid's got ice in his veins. It's not flashy, not reckless, just makes the plays that's there. And now they're staring across the field at Seattle, a fast, explosive offense that wants this game to turn into a track meet. So the question becomes simple. Can New England slow the game down and drag Seattle into the mud? Because if this turns into a street fight, that's the Patriot football all day. So if we can just beat them down, we got this. I'm being real. I didn't want to play the Seahawks. I wanted to play the Rams. But since we have to play the Seahawks, I wanted to see us play a good defense. So that means we would have went against the top defenses in the league and won the Super Bowl. Second-year quarterback, first-year coach Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel with the Tennessee Titans got to the AFC Championship. Never got back there. Tennessee fired him, cut him loose, said he couldn't coach no more. He comes back to New England. New England is in purgatory. They're in hell. They're 4-13. It looks like this is the sky is falling. There's nothing, no hope. And all of a sudden, they go on a magical run. 10-game win streak. Postseason, we take and run it up. All games won. This man has 3 playoff wins in his career, more than a lot of other teams got. So we're right back where we started, guys. The Patriots are back, and I don't think the rest of the NFL likes to hear that, or the rest of the NFL even wants to talk about that. You don't want to hear about us. We're back. Let's get into this chess match. Patriots strengths, top tier defense, smart situational football, ball control offense, Drake Maye's mobility. Seahawks strengths, explosive receiver, speed everywhere, pass rusher, heat, and can score in chunks. Now, translation, Seattle wants 31-27, New England wants 2017. If the game gets ugly and ugly early, advantage to the Pats. If it turns into Madden on the rookie mode, then that favors Seattle. I think Mike McDonald is going to simplify the game for Sam Darnold because they don't have a clue how to deal with this defense, and our defense realizes that we're counted out. So we're going to make a statement every chance we get. And I'm here because I want everybody to know that the Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl. And I know we're not supposed to be there. Like one of my commenters said, what's the ceiling? The ceiling is, guys, repeat, have a better season with a tougher schedule, and do the same thing. Get through there, have a gauntlet and run through it like it's nothing, because that's what we already have established a core. We got people. Chase already said he wants to run it back. He wants to come back, and I know he's going on free agency, and that sounds good because that's what New England did in the first dynasty. Brought everybody back, and that's how we did it. Now, definitely the big fellas on the offensive line here, blunt, true. The game will be won or lost in the trenches, period. Our line has to do their thing. Our line cannot give up sacks. Now, Drake May's been sacked in all 3 postseason playoff games he's played in. You're going to have to protect him. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's going to be a long day at the office. It's going to be a long day at the office. That's all I'm saying. If you cannot protect the quarterback, just expect what's going to happen. Now, guys, our front offensive line, left tackle Will Campbell, a rookie, big talent, big pressure. Left guard Jared Wilson, physical but still growing. Center Garrett Bradbury, veteran brain of the line. And right guard Mike Owenu, dog, best lineman on this roster. And then we got right tackle Morgan Moses, steady, experience, not flashy. Here's the deal. This group isn't elite, but they're still tough. They're lunch pail guys. They don't care if it's pretty, guys. And honestly, that's very Patriots because it's not pretty. It wasn't pretty when we had Ben Brown, Vidarian Lowe, because we had Wilson and Campbell out for injury. We had to move pieces around on the line. We had to put some duct tape on there and make sure that it was in play. And guess what? The duct tape worked. We got through some gruesome games with a beat up, banged up line. And now we get to test this line in the biggest dance of them all. We went through the gauntlet. We played the 3 best defenses in the AFC. Okay. We played Myles Garrett. He got 6 sacks on us. Oh my God, that was a game. I was in here going crazy with that game, boy. Like Mike, if you don't chill. Oh boy. But what they must do, what we got to do, guys. Let's talk about the things we got to do. Protect Maye's blind side. Seattle's edge rushers can wreck games fast. Number 1, protect Drake Maye's blind side. Seattle's edge rushers can wreck game. And they can do it fast. So we got to protect our blind side. 2, we got to get the downhill run game going. I'm talking Pat's got to get 4 to 5 yards a carry. The whole playbook opens. If we can get carries, if we can get the ball to moving, if we can run the ball, guess what's going to happen? It opens up the playbook. All right. Number 3, no dumb penalties. 3 is no dumb penalties. Nothing kills drives faster than holding or false starts. So you're going to have, look, Will Campbell is going to have to, he's going to have to step it up. I know it's going to be a tall task. It's going to be a tall task to ask, but he's going to have to step it up because penalties for holding kills drives, especially if you get a rhythm going and you get flagged. You're going to be, what the fuck is it? What the fuck? So definitely got to watch that. You don't need pancakes. You just need time. Give Maye 2 to 5 seconds and he'll cook. Give him 1 to 5 seconds. It's going to be a long night. Key, you got to protect your quarterback. Point blank. Guys, we got to protect Maye. Got to keep him upright. If you keep him upright, things, they're going to go smoothly. We're going to go smoothly. We're going to go smooth. I pull this out because it's going to be a win. Then we got key matchups, guys. Key matchups to circle these. We got a Wendell versus the interior rush. Patriots secondary versus the Seattle wideouts. Patriots running game versus Seattle's linebackers. Now, Vrabes versus the OC chess match all night. These matchups right here, this is what's going to be the game. This is what's going to give you your game. Those matchups right there. That's why I said we're not too much worried. It's too early, and Seattle, yes, they're good. But we're better. I say we're better. I know people are going to say, oh, y'all don't got, right. We got wide receivers. We got defense. We got running backs. They got running back. Well, they got one running back. And if you know anything about the Patriots, our run defense is going to make sure they don't get that Kenneth Walker. And what I'm saying, you got to be able to put points up. My man, he came in there early. He said Seahawks by 20. They got to be able to get 20 points. I can see them probably getting 7, 14, maybe even 3 points. Maybe the kicker comes in and makes all the points for them. But guys, I see us scoring. I know it's going to be a tall task, but like I said, this team is built for moments like this. Tight ends. Seattle plays a lot of zone. That middle of the field, that's the money for Hunter Henry. Third downs could live right there. Again, finding holes in that zone. Hunter Henry. They like to play a lot of zone. Well, the middle of the field, Hunter Henry, Pop Douglas, Stephon Diggs, Booty, Austin Hooper. Yeah, we throw Chisholm in there. And you got the backs coming out the backfield too. So that's a whole nother animal right there. So we could definitely see that be a huge factor in how this matchup takes flight. Now, the keys to a win, if New England does 4 things, guys: run the ball 30 times, win a turnover battle, keep Maye upright, and control the time of possession. That's it. It's not sexy. It's not viral. It's just grown man football, championship football. That is what you want to see from your team. A well thought, organized game plan that is executed to a T. I mean, on there, because this is not going to be it's going to be a rugged game. You got two defenses that can get equally active. Two defenses that can definitely get active. And guess what? We got one of the best. They got one of the best. Now I was on to see which one is going to be the best. And I'm going to stick with my Patriots, guys. Going to stick with the Pats here. Look, I'm not here for fake neutrality. This is Patriot Blitz. You know where I stand, but let's be real. This ain't easy. Seattle's dangerous, but defense travels, run game travels, coaching travels. And those three things win rings. So I got Patriots 23-20. Late field goal, heart rate through the roof, classic New England, stress, special banner, number 7. 23-20. That is my score prediction for this game. I'm quite sure by the time we get closer to game time, I'm being heard so many different ones, but I'm saying 23-20. So yeah, Andrew Sedono, you can get 20. We got 23, and we win. 7 banner hanging from the rafters. Go Pats. Let's go. I'm talking about right there. Hit that subscribe button, drop your score predictions, share with the squad, and I'll catch you after the game for the championship recap on that note. Okay. So that's our Sunday Fun Day Patriots Seahawks Super Bowl breakdown, the prediction, the line. We went and talked about the O-line. We had to break that down because, guys, I was fearful about what the O-line was going to do. But here we are back, and we're better. So 1 week. 1 week to go. We have 1 week to go before we all lose our mind and we're in here screaming and going crazy for the New England Patriots for winning that Super Bowl. Warriors, come out to play. Let's go. All right. Now, mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. All right. All right. Well, it's February 2nd, but it was February 1st when we scripted this up. What's going on, Patriot Nation? Welcome back to the Patriot Blitz, guys, exclusively here on Clutch Sports Media 365. I'm your host, and folks, pinch yourselves. Do it right now because it's February 1st, 2026, and for the 12th time in franchise history, the New England Patriots are heading to the Super Bowl. We are officially 1 week away from Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara. We've got the send-off rally, we've got the travel plans, and we've got the week of prep ahead. But today, we are going to script it up and do a deep, comprehensive dive into the unit that made this turnaround possible. We aren't talking about Drake Maye's arm today. No. We aren't talking about the defense. We're talking about the hogs, the trenches, the offensive line. So buckle up. It's the Super Bowl edition of the Patriot Blitz. Let's get into it. All right. Now, guys, 1 week to go to the Super Bowl. That's in San Francisco, Santa Clara to be exact. Let's go. Hello. Make sure you guys hit that like button, please, if you don't mind. Give your boy a like, thumbs up, sub up to the channel, and remember, go Pats. All right, first things first, the vibes in Foxborough are absolutely electric. If you are anywhere near Route 1 today, you saw it. The send-off rally at Gillette Stadium was something special. It feels different than the Dynasty years, doesn't it? Under Belichick, it was business as usual. Do your job. But this Mike Vrabel-led team, this 2025 squad, there is a different kind of hunger. You saw it at the rally today. Brave grabbing the mic, not promising a win, but promising violence. Promising that they're going to empty the tank. Team buses have rolled out and they're headed to TF Green. They're flying out to the Bay Area today to get settled before the madness starts. So here's what the week looks like for our guys as they are now in Santa Clara. Monday, tomorrow is going to be opening night. That's the media circus, the questions, the camera, the distractions. Wednesday, Thursday, the heavy install days. The goal is keep it loose but focused. That sounds like a successful plan and a win. We know the Seahawks are already out there and they've got the Legion of Boom 2.0 energy. But the Patriots, they are walking into Super Bowl 60 with a swagger we haven't seen in half a decade. And why do they have that swagger? Because they know they can protect their quarterback. We got a quarterback, and we're on to the Super Bowl. Which brings me to my main event for the day, the deep dive, the Great Wall of Foxborough. Okay, let's be real. 2 years ago, 2024, the Patriots offensive line was a turnstile. It was arguably the worst unit in football. Drake Maye was running for his life. The run game was non-existent. It was painful to watch. Fast forward to right now, February 26th, the Patriots are 14-3 and AFC champions. How? Oh, because Elliott Wolf and Mike Vrabel fixed the one thing you have to fix to win in this league. Let's break down the 2025 O-line renaissance across 3 key pillars. The rookie anchor, Will Campbell. First up. Now, the narrative everyone said, can he play tackle? Are his arms too short? Your arms too short, the gun that only kill squads. So that's a Nas bar right there, y'all. The reality is he stepped into the left tackle position day one and has not blinked. It hasn't been pretty, but the young man has showed up. And he said, I would die to protect my guy, Drake Maye. And he's been out there trying to damn near die. He got injured. And thank God he came back. The impact he has stabilized the blind side to some degree. He's not surviving out there. He's been erasing edge rushers. He's had his days. He's had his good matches, and he's got some horrible matches. He's not just surviving out there, but he's erasing edge rushers. PFF has him as the top graded rookie lineman, but the stats don't show the nastiness. He finishes blocks. He plays through the whistle. He is the tone setter. So you got to give it up for Will Campbell. He came full circle after his first year. And he played against Mad Max, TJ, Miles Garrett, Khalil Mack. He had Will Anderson. He had Nick Bonito. And now he has to go up against this Seattle Seahawks defense. So for a rookie that had his issues, he had injuries, and he's been trying his best. And guys, Will Campbell, I got to give him credit. He has played his heart out. It hasn't been pretty, but he's played his freaking heart out there. Now we got a veteran that is some glue to this whole thing, and it's Moses and Bradbury, Morgan Moses and Bradbury. You can't just win with just kids. The signing of Morgan Moses at right tackle, Garrett Bradbury at the center, were the most underrated moves of this offseason. We know I was more critical of the Bradbury signing because when I went to do my little research in the who we got in all season and I was like Bradbury. Then I see Morgan Mom like, oh God, damn. Okay. But then they shocked me. They really did shock me. Morgan Moses at 34 years old, people, throughout 34-year-old, people thought he was washed. Wrong. He has played over 1,000 snaps this season. He's brought that savvy veteran presence to the right side along Michael Wendell to stay inside at guard where he belongs. So Morgan Moses, the veteran, he's got beat a couple times, but he's stood tall. Now Garrett Bradbury, unbelievable. He replaced the legend David Andrews. Hard. Those are big shoes to fit. Big shoes. But Bradbury athleticism in the zone, run game has unlocked everything. When you see Ramondre Stevens breaking a 20-yard run, look at who's climbing to the second level. It's usually Bradbury. So definitely, those guys have impacted our line. That's why I'm saying we came a long way because if you remember last year, Patriot Nation, last year, that line was it was horrible. Okay? It's hard. Jacoby Brissett was the guy who started last year for us, right? Got murdered. Then they put Drake in. It was like, oh shit, y'all gonna kill this man. But here's the stat of the year. 2024, guys, 52 sacks allowed. 2025, top 6 in pass blocking efficiency. So a tremendous increase. I mean, just from giving up 52 sacks, just a turnstile offensive line to now a top 6 in pass blocking efficiency. They are giving my boy Drake time to get the job done. It's not pretty. By far. It is not pretty. And I have my complaints. I do. But look at where we got to the fucking Super Bowl. Drake May has had time to cook, and when Maye has had time, it looks like an MVP. The Seahawks have a scary pass rush, but this Patriots line has faced the Steelers, the Jets, the Texans, the Chargers, the Broncos, and they've held up every time. Yes, that's the key. So We've been through the gauntlet run. We've been through the test. We've been through the. I thought they were going to kill Drake. I did. I thought this line couldn't do the job. I thought we were going to get bounced against the Texans. Then we pulled it off. Then we played the Broncos. I was like, oh, shit. And they started sacking Drake. I was like, but we were able to pull it out. 10-7. Wasn't pretty. It was gritty. But this Super Bowl isn't going to be won by the receivers. It's going to be won by Will Campbell, Jared Wilson, Garrett Bradbury, Michael Wendell, and Morgan Moses moving bodies in Santa Clara. They have gone from the team's biggest liability to the foundation of a Super Bowl run. So from being that group that gave up 52 sacks, and mind you, this is a new line. 2 rookies. We brought in Bradbury, brought in Morgan Moses. Michael Wendell is still here. New line, and look at what they did. Look at what we got. Do me a favor, hit that like button if you don't mind. I appreciate your salute. Guys, they were able to put a line together, and at times, due to injury, put some duct tape on there with a Band-Aid and get that line to play better. So in this Super Bowl, I don't expect a blowout. I don't. People, so one guy left me a comment, and it was Seahawks by 20. How, when we have a defense that wrecks shop, a defense that takes the ball away, a defense that can get after the quarterback? Did you not see Williams and Barmore? Oh my goodness, really? And the secondary? So JSN, Cooper Cup. And we're gonna look and see if, because I heard that Shaheed missed the freaking plane, right, to the Super Bowl, right? I don't believe that story, but we're gonna look into that because I'm quite sure they're gonna have some people benched. But I don't know if he's gonna bench Shaheed. That'd be crazy. We're going to have coverage all week long, guys, on this Clutch Sport, on here on Clutch Sports Media 365. We'll be breaking down the Seahawks matchup, the injury reports, and everything you need to know before kickoff on Sunday. But for now, take a breath, Patriots Nation. The bags are packed. The O-line is locked in, and the Patriots are in California dreaming of number 7. We're going to get it. All right. We can all look at Sam Darnold's year. Even last year, they did good when he was with Minnesota. But this year, it feels like, the guy did take that next leap. If they didn't, they wouldn't be here in the Super Bowl. But let's pull up our D. Hold on. Let me give you the defense for the Patriots. Let me get you the D numbers. All right. Because see, I understand. I do. I totally fucking get it. I really do. I know that they got a good offense. I know JSN is that guy. I know Sam Donald is looked like MVP, vintage, fucking, I don't know, because vintage Sam wouldn't be that guy, right? No, vintage Sam would not be. It'd be seeing ghost vintage, right? So he's looking like he didn't finally growed up, Sam. Now, guys, Patriots defense versus Seahawks offense, right? We talked about the O-line. We talked about the illusion of complexity on the Seattle's defense. Now, they defense likes to think they got illusion. They call it illusion of complexity. They're going to try and screw with Drake, right? Did you see the Denver Broncos defense? Okay. Now, on the Seattle defense, right? But now we're going to flip the script. We're going to talk about the soul of the team. When Mike Vrabel walked into Foxborough, he didn't just bring a playbook. He brought an attitude, and that attitude lives in the defense meeting room. Now, this Sunday, the Patriots defense faces the Seattle Seahawks offense. And folks, this is a matchup that decides the ring. Number 7. Now, the threat, the pick your poison air attack. Let's not kid ourselves. Seattle might have a defensive head coach, but their offense is a highlight reel waiting to happen. The quarterback, Sam Darnold, gunslinger. He's seen it all. He's not going to be tricked by simple coverages. He plays with timing and trusts his guys to win 50-50 balls. I can't believe Sam Darnold actually grew up, because you remember Sam Darnold. I see him ghosts. Seeing ghosts. That shit still plays in my head when they told me Sam Darnold was going to the Super Bowl. Immediately, I'm seeing ghosts. I popped up. The run game, Kenneth Walker III. They call him the home run hitter for a reason. If Baltimore and the boys get too far upfield rushing the passer, Walker will find that cutback lane and he's gone. That's true. They got to watch out, because he can, and he did single-handedly damn near kill the Niners by himself. I mean, he literally just destroyed them. Now, the main event is going to be Christian Gonzalez versus JSN. Get your popcorn ready. It's going to be a good match. That's going to be a good matchup between them two. Heavyweight fight of the century. You got JSN, who runs like a sprinter, and then you got Christian Gonzalez, smoothest corner in the game. We saw this movie in week 2 of 2024. Gonzo held his own, but of course, one D ball. Fast forward to 2026, Christian Gonzalez is a different animal. He's an all-pro now. He doesn't just shadow guys, he erases them. Gonzalez can leave Njigba on an island and handle him without safety help. It unlocks the rest of the defense. If our young safety, guys, oh my goodness, if he can come on top, then guess what? It's beautiful. Now, Marty, Mapu, Hunt, Jackson, Smith, Ngigba, especially if he wants to be in the slot. If Gonzo needs help, then guys, guess what? Gino picks us apart. Gonzo, not Gino, Sam Darnold, we're going to pick him. But Gonzo, we need you to be a shutdown artist on Sunday. Now, the pass rush is key between Williams, Barmore, Mapu, Chason. Guys, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Seattle wants to launch deep shots. They're going to have to have time, and Baltimore collapses that pocket from the middle. Guys, it's not going to be good. And then Spillane should be back. We got Ross. Oh my God. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Our defense, there are just so many different ways that I can break down talking about our defense, but this defense shuts shit down. We've only given up 26 points in the last, in the last 3 playoff games. 26 points, guys. So the O-line improved. Drake Maye is ready, and the defense is elite. It's going to be a war. It's going to be physical, but in the end, the Patriots defense forces a turnover late. And guys, I got 24-20, 23-20. Patriots win. Guys, that's it. You can't make the story up. Patriots, New England Warriors, come out and play. We got you. That's what it's going to take. So our defense is going to be putting that pressure on old Darnold. And I know what y'all saying. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Boom, we hit it. All right. Now, we've made it. Let's get to some other news that's going around. We're going to tap into some other news real quick, folks, around here that you people need to know about. Um, all right. Who was the NFL general manager of this season? Guys, cast your votes. Commenting below. Answer the most comments wins. Winner for all voted season awards will be revealed next week. Here we go. We got general manager Elliot Wolf, Poles, Schneider, Gladstone, and Dan Morgan. I'm going, my man, Elliot Wolf. Elliot Wolf got to be the guy. Listen, got to give it to him. All right. Got to go Elliot Wolf, guys. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. The champ of this year, all these teams made improvements to him. All of them. And that's the crazy. But like I said, I got to go with. Oh, man. Let's go. All right. Bengals star pass rusher Trey Henderson. Odds of staying with the team are very slim. Here, Ben Baby. All right. Hendrickson played just 7 games last season because of his core muscle injury, and that requires season-ending surgery. He's 31 years old, and it doesn't make a ton of financial sense to stay in Cincinnati either on a franchise or short-term contract. Hendrickson will be extremely high in demand, so that's definitely where does he go? Good question. Brian Flores, guys, Pro Football Talk. Vikings reportedly will pay defensive coordinator Brian Flores more than $6 million per year, making him the highest paid defensive coordinator in the league. Can I get a what the is going on? Brian Flores, highest paid. $6 million. All right. Now, Arizona Cardinals, after signing their new head coach today, Mike LaFleur. Congratulations to the LaFleur brothers. LaFleur. Mike and Matt LaFleur. Matt LaFleur and Mike LaFleur. Having competed against them in the NFC so many times in recent years, I know the type of talent and toughness the team has and cannot wait to get to Arizona to hit the ground running. Mike LaFleur. Let's get to work. Locked in. So the Rams OC fills that position. Now looking to take the Cardinals from dead last to some promised land. But of course, there's going to be questions about what are you going to do with Kyler Murray? Because he's going to be due 36.8 million. I think we reported that the other night. So regardless of whatever you do, you're going to have to deal with the quarterback situation there in Arizona. But congratulations. They have hired a new head coach. So Arizona brings in Mike LaFleur, leaving Gasu, you know who. What's his name? All right, now this is not shocking. This is not shocking news by the long part. This is going to be our it's going to be our shocking news all right here, guys. Not shocking news at all right here. Okay, listen. Trade rumor: Vikings Justin Jefferson name has been in some early rumors. Raiders would be a team to watch with a new coaching hire, Clint Kubiak, Raiders Nation. So Justin Jefferson, who is not pleased with the situation in Minnesota, and apparently it doesn't look like there's any solution in sight. It depends. If you go out and get a quarterback in this offseason and come in and bridge gap for JJ, then I can see him staying. But JJ is not buying into y'all experiments while wasting his time. And that could be an interesting landing spot because think about it. The Raiders need a wide receiver. They gonna have a quarterback. They got a new staff, so they're gonna need it. And that would be a hell of a land if they did get him. All right. I would hate for the New England Patriots to lose a pass game coordinator, Thomas Brown. It would be absolutely asinine for another NFL not to hire an offensive coordinator position. Nope. Leave him alone. Stop trying to steal our people, man. We do not want to be poached. When Tom Brady couldn't resist chatting up Jaden Daniels' mom pregame. Look at Tom Brady. All right. Explains the Patriots will be testing Kenneth Walker and his ability to pass block. Yes. Thank you. But see, I love Tyler
First back to the field and have a pass rusher right in his face, or in long yardage situations where he can't just throw to where the blitz is coming from. He actually has to hold on and wait for things to develop. You want to speed up that clock. Like we said in the 4-man rush video, turn him into a pumpkin ideally and get him to give you some turnover-worthy play opportunities. Another layer to this is that Zach Charbonnet really was the Seahawks pass protecting back. Now, because he is done for the season, unfortunately, it's going to be Kenneth Walker, who doesn't have a ton of experience in doing that this season. Like, this is a veteran in the NFL. It's not like he's never done it before, but I would be very surprised if Zach Core doesn't say, we're going to test this guy. We're going to see if he can hang with Christian Ellis, with Robert Spillane if he's healthy. We're going to see if he can identify where these blitzes are coming from and whether he can pick them up once he actually finds it. So I think that blitzes, again, are going to have to be very selective. I don't know if they're necessarily going to do it quite as much as we've seen them do it against other quarterbacks, because I think that this is a quarterback who's a lot smarter and who's going to be able to identify them and punish them in certain situations more adeptly. But I still do think it's going to be vital, especially in some crucial situations. And the Patriots have been blitzing a lot more in the playoffs. We know that. And this last playoff game was just the latest example of how not only does it do a great job of speeding up quarterbacks' clocks, but also the little things that the Patriots do within these structures that actually help and create some really big plays.
So they're going to pack some good plays. Kenneth Walker's going to have a long day trying to block that pass rush, guys. Sorry. It's going to be a long day. So we got grades coming out. We got some grades coming out. And guys, it's not looking like let's say, not saying bad grades, but Cardinals, they hired Mike LaFleur today, gave him an A. Raiders hired Clint Kubiak, are about to hire him anyway. Harbaugh got an A. Stefanski gets an A+. Dolphins gets a C. Titans get a D. Jesse Minter, B+. McCarthy, a F. Steelers do not like that hire. And Joe Brady, Bills, I don't know, Bills. You get ready. If y'all don't win, I don't know what to tell you. Todd Monken, he gets a C. So coaching hires, guys, this is crazy. These are the new coaches of the year. All right, we got them in here. They just got them. So head coaching grades right there. Boom. That's that up for tomorrow's show. All right, Cam Scatterboo on the possibility of the Giants drafting his former ASU teammate Jordan Tyson. Uh-oh. and he is a freak. Now, that could be a nice pickup for the Giants. The Giants do need receivers. They got Malik Neighbors, and they could use somebody else. Josh McDaniel draws up a new package on the sideline and lead a TD in the game. Okay, the best OC in the game. So Christian McCaffrey pumped that Clint Kubiak is going to be a head coach, and he gets the opportunity with the Raiders. That's going to be interesting to see. John Eric Sullivan and Jeff Hadley have aligned the Miami Dolphins must build through the draft. So this is going to be interesting because what do they do with Tua? Now, I haven't heard any rumors about Tua. And look at my bud Dave Portnoy packing for San Fran. My boy will be at the game. He will look. He got He got his shirts ready. Oh, that boy got his shit ready. Portnoy. Speak easy. Okay, here we go. We got more guys with the Raiders. Oh God, there's always going to be some now. Dan Orlovsky.
Something that's common in the NFL to be this young player that chucks the ball downfield as well as Drake Maye has. And I think the thing that we saw early on in the season was, one, the connection with some of the receivers, and then two, the crossers that they build into their offense. Stephon Diggs has been such an addition to this football team, this quarterback, as far as I'm going to get open, you can trust me in those moments. That's earlier in the season. Then we go to that massive upset on the road in Buffalo when late in the game, they have to get an aggressive hole shot. This is that turkey hole, 18 to 22 yards down the sideline. He sees the corner up top having vision on Pop Douglas in the slot. That's an aggressive throw. That's not a second-year quarterback in the NFL type of throw. There's a very small window, but the confidence that this young man displayed this year to make these put the ball in harm's way throws.
Right there.
And
Drake
probably
Maye
one of me, if not my favorite throws of the year, was this one against Tampa. He sees man coverage because the motion.
Him try Sunday. Trust me, this is going to be interesting. It's going to be a chess match.
The run, the play action
Maye
pass.
can get the ball
and
out.
I would tell you that the defense in many ways wins this rep. This is good coverage, but Drake sees that the safety stays over the top. That's just an absolutely perfect throw. The ball placement has been elite. And so this isn't the quarterback that has been this
is not
RPO,
New England
dink and dunk.
Last year.
Let's
not
make
the
it
4-13
easy
team,
He's
guys.
been challenged to make big throws down the field, and he has all
Bowl
year. Obviously, he will need to again to be a Super Bowl champion.
And we're going to win the Super Bowl. All right. Then we got Cooper Kupp, of course. Okay, 6 days away. How many trophies we got already? 6. Marvin Harrison Jr. to Buffalo. Would you pay the price, or is it too much? Trade proposal. Marvin Harrison to Buffalo. They would have to give a first round and a fourth round to get him. Now, Buffalo needs a receiver. Joe Brady, the new head coach. They bring in Pete Carmichael as their OC. Do you go out and either try and get Justin Jefferson, or do you try to get Marvin Harrison? I mean, Buffalo needs somebody. And here's my butt. Mitt Williams is about to play in his second straight Super Bowl, and the people still don't talk about him enough. In the Super Bowl, he was wrecking the ball for Philly in Super Bowl 59. 7 tackles, 2 sacks, forced fumble, a recovery, 4 quarterback pressures. Last week versus Denver, 3 quick. There it is. Number 97. Him and Baltimore up front together, them two guys are going to wreck shit. Sam Darnold's going to have an awful day. He's going to see them. And then Chason, Spillane, Tongue. This defense is bringing the boom. No. Okay. Get right. No, Nick Wright. Thinks Maye making a Super Bowl has more of an impact on other quarterbacks than Darnold does. I think the biggest loser is Joe Burrow. I think if I'm making a QB top 5 today, Joe Burrow is out and Drake Maye is in. Oh boy. And this is the 2018 draft class. Remember, Sam Darnold was in that class. And Rosen's not playing. Lamar's still there. Allen is there. I mean, guys, Darnold is playing in his first Super Bowl. Drake Maye is playing in his first Super Bowl. Drake is about to get his first ring. His first ring. Here we are. Drake Maye is off the jet carrying the bag in his right hand. And guess what? They asked about the shoulder. It's the right shoulder. You see him carrying his bag in his right hand, right? That says a lot. That is. So I don't worry about the question about the arm. I don't think he has any. All right. By restructuring Boat Max Crosby's 3-year, $106.5 million deal and Colton Miller's 3-year, $66 million contract, the Raiders would save 38.9 against the salary cap. And they are one of the teams that has number 2 amount of money in the salary, about 90 million. So I heard earlier today when I was doing my first video for the coaching changes that Crosby may want to play for a contender. I mean, I didn't think the Raiders would come to this moment where they might have a trade discussion about trading Max Crosby. But hey, coming to New England, Max, we'll take him. That would be awesome. Smell a dynasty then. All right, we really went from 4-13 to Drake Maye getting an MVP chance everywhere he goes. Sometimes you just have to stop and smile. Can't wait for next Sunday. MVP, MVP, MVP. And guys, wasn't a pretty year, but we're winning, and we're in the Super Bowl. All right. All right. Okay. So the Athletic reported Sunday that the Broncos GM George Patton name is circulating in NFL conversation regarding the Vikings GM vacancy. Now you know the Vikings had reports that Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah was using PFF to rank players, draft players, and he had some worse draft picks apparently, and he wasn't favored in Minnesota no more. So now they're looking at replacing him. So this could be the guy that comes into Minnesota to bring them something. They need something. They need a quarterback because you're about to lose your star wide receiver because Justin Jefferson wants to play. Now, Joe Brady happy he a head coach. I mean, I'm happy for him. Now, Miami's leadership, the Dolphins have put their squad together, and now they're talking about what they're going to do with Tua. That's a good question because that's a lot of money that you're going to have to move away from to get rid of Tua. I mean, it's a tough job, but a couple of these new guys going to have some. The Kyler Murray, Mike LaFleur, it's going to be tough. Tua with Halfley is going to be tough. You know, Deshaun Watson and Monken is not really tough because you want to put him out there because why I'm paying this guy if he's not out there. And I know you want to start with the young, fresh guy, Shador, but same time, hey, and there it is. Warriors, come out and play. Hey. Come on. Don't tell me about the weather. Take your dogs out. The Patriots. are destined to win the Super Bowl, guys. We're going to win the Super Bowl. I'm going to just call it. Now, Myles Garrett is not expected to ask for a trade, even though they did not hire Jim Schwartz. Garrett is reportedly a big fan of Shedeur Sanders. Everybody's reportedly being a fan of the guy who's the backup to the guy who you brought in to play for. You can't get rid of Deshaun Watson. It's going to cost you too much money to get rid of him. It really is. And Jim Schwartz is reportedly going to stay in Cleveland. He's going to stay. Myles Garrett is under contract. He should have actually thought about that before that big-ass contract. It would have been different. And that boy out there with no shoes in 14-degree weather, and it feels like 4 degrees. And there goes the Seahawks touching down in Santa Clara. There they are. There they are, guys. There goes our rivals. That's all right. That's all right. It don't matter. It don't matter. Y'all coming down there and play us. One more, guys. Come on, we need one more game. All right. My boy Braves. Warriors. Dude, I might be watching a Warrior movie tonight just because, you know what I'm saying? All right. If the Pats end up landing Cassius Howell at pick 32, I'd be happy. Oh, boy. Look at this. All right. Okay, I can see that. We're going to be getting into the mocks. We're going to be getting into the free agents. We're going to be getting into all the good stuff. All right. I'm just looking forward to having an amazing offense. Denzel Ward on what excites him about Todd Monken becoming the Browns head coach. So here it is. The Browns have hope, guys. Um, 7 days until the champ is crowned. We on to the Super Bowl. All right. Oh, damn. Schools across the country are requiring students to lock their phones in a phone pouch for the entire school day. That's not wild. I mean, damn. When I was in school, we didn't even have phones. We couldn't even have beepers. So, I mean, it's all good. And then my brain stopped for a while too because I didn't know. What else do we got going on in the world? Come on. All right, hold on. Football news, baby. All right. We know we're in this last block of the hour of the late night blitz. All right. Seahawks, head coach Mike McDonald now expected to be searching for his third OC in 3 years. If and when Kubiak works out his expected agreement with the Raiders. So Ryan Grubb, Clint Kubiak. Source, so he met Saturday, and guys, they're going to hire him. We all know this story. I don't know why they're making it think. Pending completion of deal, the AFC West coaches will look like Andy Reid, Harbaugh, Sean Payton, and Clint Kubiak. At 38, he will be the division's youngest coach by a wide margin. Clint Kubiak. Raiders locating their coach. Arizona Cardinals now will be the last team to make a coaching decision, and they did. They brought in Mike LaFleur. So Kubiak and Mike LaFleur, the last two official hirings. And I know, guys, breaking news is breaking news. Clint Kubiak. So James Cook, 216 rushing yards in Week 8, helped him make the third Pro Bowl. Ben Johnson, Mike Vrabel, and Liam Cohen in a great season.
I'm dividing this in 4, okay? I got Ben Johnson in Chicago, ridiculous year. How he taught Caleb to run the offense he wanted to run, play to the skill sets of the guys was insane. I got Mike Vrabel in New England. They go from 4-13 to playing in the Super Bowl. Braves, you're like my brother. I love you. I'm so proud of you. Even though you went to Ohio State, you know, that your caliber decision-making was questioned back then. You became a great teammate of mine and a Super Bowl champion. And not to mention, a great goal line, and I'm just going to mention a goal line receiver that you were. You didn't do anything outside the 1-yard line, so you're not that good as a receiver, but you're a hell of a coach. We also have Mike McDonald in Seattle, who's done the most unbelievable job with that defense, suffocating opponents week in, week out, 17 points a game. That's absolutely absurd, and the respect that your players have for you. And last, Liam Cohen, 1 year as a coordinator in Tampa, moves on to Jacksonville, has a incredible season with Trevor Lawrence in that offense. So many great young coaches in this league. Redemption, that's what it's all about, proving people right and wrong. And the reality is, after this season, all you coaches, get your asses back to work, because the season's over. The 2026 season's underway.
There it is. There it is, my dog. My dog. All right, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pro Bowl games, guys. Tuesday, 8 p.m. in the Pro Bowl games. All right, Falcons name Jets OC Tanner in Engstrand as their passing game coordinator. Nico Collins throws support behind CJ Stroud following tough playoff exit. Dude's a baller. I mean, he did have a bad, he just fell off a cliff. All right, Shedeur Sanders arrives for the AFC Pro Bowl practice. The Bengals are hiring Dave Cotter, son of former NFL coach Dirk Cotter, as their assistant wide receiver coach. Has been at Texas for the 2 years and at South Carolina as an analyst 1 year. Okay. So we're going to have a bunch of new names around here. Lamar Jackson casually hitting a crossbar in the 2020 Pro Bowl practice. Wow. Stop playing with Lamar, man. I want to see him take a next stride, though. Hopefully him and Mentor can have that, maybe. And Pittsburgh, they're going to be, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. Guys, Pittsburgh is going to be a lot. Because now, I mean, you got to. So Madden is Gaming Lounge is back. Madden game, playing some chaos, February 2nd, 8 p.m. Am I tripping, or is this the least hype up Super Bowl, and because sports fans and with eliminated teams every year, bro, nobody likes the Patriots and Seattle. They stepped on. That's all I can think of because why, they don't want to see us get a seventh ring. Just put it like that. They don't want to see us get our seventh ring. But who else would you want to see in there? Most appearances in the Super Bowl. Patriots, 12. It's our 12th appearance. 12. Been there 12 times, guys. Let's not forget that. The Pro Bowl bomber jackets. The other thing look fire. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm just not into the Pro Bowl jackets. Now, Seattle safety E-Man Nick, defensive rookie of the year.
Seattle's defense, who does it all. He's kind of a joker out there. They play him as basically a nickel defender, and they leave him out there all game. Nick Emanwari, what an animal this guy is. He's big, he's fast, he's physical. He made some game-changing plays last Sunday in the championship game, covering people, knocking balls away, past defense, tackles in the run game, aggressive in his run fits. This guy has a very bright future.
See, that's all I'm saying is they got to play us, and everybody remembers this. 11 years ago today, this happened. 11 years ago today, this happened. Welcome to the Patriot Nation. Patriot Nation. Patriot Nation. 11 years ago today, this is what happened. We did it. We did it. We beat them. And it's time to beat them again. All right. Man, it is Black History Month, guys. Happy Black History Month to all you people. All right. Vic Fangio is considered retirement, but situation is currently leaning towards his return as the Eagles DC, though that could change again. So I remember I did this story earlier, and it was like maybe he might retire, maybe he might come back, but I don't know. All right. I don't know. Jason Kidd came out with, I know what the fuck I'm doing. You guys write the bullshit, but that's okay. All right. Mahomes giving it all no matter what. Super Bowl 59. He was getting, Philadelphia got after him. They got after him. So sources, former Titans head coach Bill Callahan and former Washington offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury are involved in Giants' initial OC search. New York plans or has talked to them. There it is. Giants Harbaugh is competing in the NFC. We have to build a team to beat the Eagles. That's what he said it. He's like, we have to build a team that's going to beat the Eagles because they're the champions. We got to beat the Cowboys, the Commanders, and Harbaugh and already kicked off what is going to be a hell of a rivalry between them. And Flash Garrett is, of course, going to be Tom Brady's LFG award winner. Everybody should remember former Jets GM Mike, whatever, talked about his belief in Sam Darnold, the quarterback. He drafted him ahead of Sunday Super. See, now I'm saying Sam Darnold had high hopes. It took him 6 years to get there, but he's here. All right, Black History Month. Everybody's posting their appreciation. Washington Legacy, Education, Pride. Everybody, look, that's what I'm talking about. The shortest month of the year. We are Black History Month, guys. Okay, I got you, Brady. So 7 days, 7 days. We count down. All right, Patriots fullback Jake Westover, who played at the University of Washington and Bellevue, Washington roots, told 93.3 FM that in training camp, his sister bet 5 on the Patriots Seahawks Super Bowl, and the payout was $18,000. Wow. I wouldn't have even thought that. Purchase the NFL Network and other league. So ESPN has bought out NFL Network. They didn't hoodwinked us all, y'all. They didn't hoodwinked us all, guys. All right, guys, we're down to the end now. Of course, just give it to Matthew Stafford so we can end the debate. I mean, it's all good. Drake May is gonna win a Super Bowl. We're happy with that. All right, 2026 draft burning question. Class beyond Fernando Mendoza. You got Tannehill, Beck, and Nussmeier. That's you got 3 quarterbacks. Cancer free, guys. Remember that. Patriots defensive coordinator Terrell Williams declared cancer free. This is for Coach T. Let's go. All right. So and guess what? They're bringing Alex Van Pelt to be the quarterback coach. Him and Stefanski are reuniting. All right, Viking. All right, this is the one I'm gonna leave off with. All right, how many people you know the planet? All right, Justin Jefferson. Top 5 youngest quarterbacks to start. Drake May is among the elites, guys, to start in this quarterback, to start in a Super Bowl. All right, we're back. I'm sorry, guys, we're back. I mean, Nussmeier should be good. Somebody should draft him. If they don't draft him, I don't know what's wrong with you people. But here we go. We got the mock drafts already dropping already, guys. This is getting to the mock drafts already. This is crazy. And That's pretty much all of the sports news. We got hirings. We have no more head coaching hirings. Everybody has been solidified. And Justin Jefferson said, I definitely felt like we would have done better if Sam Darnold would have returned. I said this when we first broke down this story. I'm like, look, if they kept him, are they in the Super Bowl? That would have been the question, because he left Minnesota, went to Seattle, and boom, in the Super Bowl. But if he stayed in Minnesota, would they actually be in the Super Bowl? I mean, they were one game away, right? Last year. So this year he got over the hump. So Justin Jefferson might be right. If they would have kept Sam Darnold, guys, would they actually be in the Super Bowl? And wrestling, oh God, I'm telling. All right, Super Bowl merch. Now Makai Lemon, is this Lemon? He's gone. They got him going. They have him coming off first, going to Tennessee.
They were 10-7. They barely missed the playoffs. Then they get rid of Geno Smith, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. They reload, as it was described to me, and then they become this juggernaut. And after the game on Sunday in the locker room, on the field, I asked several people, including Leslie Frazier, their assistant head coach, Jackson Smith and Jigba, when they knew they had a special team, a special roster that they put together. And almost unanimously, they all said right away, when they started practicing and putting in that work, when they started OTAs and realizing how connected they were, the respect and the love that they have for one another, that was all real. And I spoke to Leonard Williams in the locker room on Sunday and asked him something similar. And he said they have so many veterans that have a lot of scars playing in the NFL, like Cooper Kupp there, Williams, DeMarcus Lawrence, Sam Darnold, and they're able to bond together quickly, some of those new faces, and really bond through that adversity. And then they're able to share that wisdom with all that young and talented players. General Manager John Schneider saying it best, that they really believe in that 12-in-1 mentality. That's what they'll carry to Santa Clara next week, and playing in Super Bowl 60, and a big reason why they went from a 10-win team to this team now that is playing for the Super Bowl. And Steve, it certainly helps when you are connected the way that defense has been, the #1 scoring defense in the league, but not far behind them, that New England Patriots defense this season.
Exactly. Let's not forget that the Patriots defense is right there on the heels. I mean, come on. Can't sleep on my Pats. Like, stop it. All right, we're getting to the point where it's like you guys are gonna keep overlooking the Pats, and that's what's gonna allow us to win. We're gonna pull away with the win. Jim is the defense coordinator for the Bills. I mean, oh boy. Todd Simpson said he absolutely content with entertaining the NFL draft, adding it would tarnish my legacy to stay in college and play for another school. Because he was asked about somebody offered him millions to stay and transfer, but he ended up staying. I mean, saying, "No, I'm going to the draft." So I respect that. Todd Simpson should be. I mean, he should be somewhere. Look at evolution of the Super Bowl logos. Not too long ago. And Pavia completing the pass on the run. He's short. Yeah, he's short. He has a little chip on his shoulder, but guys, I think somebody is going to take him because he has that little it factor. Pavia could be a good quarterback. Ravens requested to interview Ronald Curry for their quarterback's position. Nussmeier takes it in and does his little dance. All right, and again, cancer free. Coach T, bro. Salute to Coach T, cancer free. Positive. That's what I'm talking about. That is it. All right, guys. We're in the Super Bowl. This is the Super Bowl week. We're down to the final week before the game. Sit. This is all she wrote. Oh, my team is in the Super Bowl. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, that sub to the channel button, and remember, go Pats. We are in the Super Bowl 60, headed to face Sam Darnold and the fucking Seahawks. It's gonna be interesting, but in the end, I say, go Pats. We got this. We all we need. We all we got. We had the rally today. They shipped them off in style. They landed in Santa Clara. Well, not Santa Clara, but outside. Seahawks are in there. We're built in the trenches for this moment. Our line. We should have healthy players back. Just know that. And that's going to conclude this Patriots Blitz Super Bowl 60, built in the trenches. Patriots and Seahawks. The matchup. You know, I'm talking about, guys. This is the Patriot Blitz Super Bowl send-off and the prep for the week, baby. Let's go, Pats. All right, guys, remember to hit that like button, sub up to the channel, help the channel grow. I appreciate you all for coming through. Thank you. And remember, go Pats. Stay tuned, stay clutch. We gone. Go Patriots.